Hi, I'm Lynne Siemens, and I'll be the instructor of Introduction to Project Planning and Management in DH Issues and Approaches. And I'll be teaching in the first week of DHSI 2026. I really look forward to teaching this course for a couple of reasons. We go from glimmer of project ideas that people have. And through the course of the week, with guest speakers, bit of lecture, and lots of hands-on work with post-it notes and markers and flip charts, people get a really good sense of how to visualize their project, what the tools are, what the tasks are involved, who's going to do them, when are they going to be done, how will they be done, so they have better control over the project than they might before. And we do this by covering a couple different topics. We'll start off the week by talking about what your project idea is and what we mean by project management and what are project management tools, and getting a sense of defining what your project is within the context of a very precise definition of a project within project planning. We'll also spend some time talking about teams. How do teams work together? What are good ways that they can manage working together when they're far apart? What are some team charters that they can use that outline how they're going to work together? What are tools to think about in terms of distance and accountability? We're also going to spend some time working on specifically some tools. We're going to structure what the work breakdown structure is, which is a list of all the tasks involved in a project. We'll spend some time looking at a network, which begins to put these tasks in order what they're going to do, what comes first, what comes second, and what can be done in parallel to keep the project moving. We'll also spend some time looking at what we call a critical path. And the critical path is that path of tasks where you go, where you have a delay, it threatens to delay the whole project. And how do you begin to manage those tasks along that particular path? We'll also spend some time constructing Gantt charts, which are a way to map the tasks against time so you know when a task will be taken on, how long that task might be take, what will happen if we've got a delay in one task, how does that impact on the subsequent tasks? And if we've got time, we'll also spend some time using some software to plot the Gantt chart beyond what you might find within paper. And so our last thing that we're going to talk about in the week is we're going to talk about project reporting. So how do you go from moving the project forward from your project plan to actually operationalizing it? When do you need to make changes? What sort of decisions do you make around changes? How do people work together? How might you organize project reporting in terms of team meetings or by emails? How do you manage change? How do you track that? And we'll also spend some time looking at different tools that are available to manage a project. And here we don't recommend a particular task because it really depends on the project and the team and who's involved. And for some projects that are really close together, we'll find that flip charts and markers and post-it notes are very good and will keep a project on task. Other projects are much more sophisticated, so we need an online version, and we'll look at some of the different online tools. We really go from a blank canvas, if you want to call that within the classroom, to something that's covered with flip charts and people sitting around and dynamically talking about it. And the last thing is we invite people in to as guest speakers to talk about their own experiences and give you an opportunity to pick at the brain, so to speak, of people who have lots of experience in managing projects. I hope this is a good introduction into the project. Certainly, I've enjoyed teaching it, and I've been teaching it for quite a few DHSIs right now, and I enjoy the energy that people bring to their projects and the questions that they have and the thinking that they do over the course of the week. So if you have any further questions, I look forward to hearing from you, and do give us a consideration as you're one of your courses in week one of DHSI. Thank you.